Well, it's a nice warm day out. Let's install this skid guard for the G87 M2. This is a skid guard from Vesca, an automotive styling company, and it's a local company again, and they send this out for us to try out. So we've got the car put on these race ramps and we'll be able to install it. So let's get the screws out and get going. This is a pretty high quality piece. It's a carbon fiber piece. Again, for underneath the car, I'm not sure if you really want carbon fiber. But hey, I think this is a bit of a flex if you could rock carbon fiber. Carbon fiber is pretty resilient as well. Either way, I think this looks good. This is a matte finish carbon fiber, pre-preg carbon, and it looks pretty mega. I can't wait to get it installed. So let's get started. Let's talk about what we're going to do. So in order to get the skid plate on, you got to remove the existing skid plate. This is a plastic skid plate, but you can see that the oil cooler is exposed to the elements. Since I haven't been driving it a whole lot, this is still in pretty good shape, but it's got beat up a little bit. But the idea behind the skid plate from Vesca is to protect this oil cooler. So first things first, we got to remove this strip first, and then a bunch of 10 mil screws that will allow us to take the OEM skid plate out. But one thing to keep in mind is that you got to take out the front lip. If you've got a front lip installed, you got to take those out. So you've got the bumper, you've got the lip, and the skid plate is supposed to go behind the bumper place. So in order for us to do that, we got to take these screws off. These ones, these ones, and so on. The last time we did this, we installed rivets on there, partially because I stripped the screw receivers on the bumper. So now we've got rivets that we got to remove and find a place for the screws. So once we install it back, it's going to be a bit weak, but let's do our best. Let's get to it. So removing all of these pieces, the under tray, I can see the little screw receivers that I've stripped. So I think 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I've essentially stripped 3 of them. And that's part of the reason why Ryan had installed rivets for the front bumper lip so that it would stay put. So now that I know that these things can be easily replaced, especially with this under tray, let's get to work. So the thing that you have to do now is take these screw receivers off from the stock skid plate onto the carbon fiber one. So let's go replace them. In some videos I've seen people transferring this sort of rubber strip over to the new piece. But in this case, not really. There's already some rubber padding on the Vesca one, so you don't necessarily need to transfer anything over. And even if you did in this one with the manual, you can't really transfer it over because it's kind of sprayed on or glued on. So yeah, we're not going to be ripping that off. We're going to keep it as is. So we've got some of those stock 10 mil screw receivers. so we can just get install that over. I don't have enough for all of them, so we're going to have to take some of these out. Yeah, so it looks like I've really stripped 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. So yeah, let's go. So line it up so you know which one's which, and let's get them in there. There's one, there's two. You'll hear it snap into place. Oh, that's pretty cool. Just there you go. So that's pretty much all you got to do with the Vesca one. You know, if you've stripped them like I have, get a couple of spare ones just so you could use them. If you compare the stock one versus the Vesca one, the design is meant to allow for more airflow, it seems like. So you could see there's venting here, whereas on this one you don't have venting. Yeah, it's a pretty cool design. There's one gotcha you got to make sure you pay attention to, and that is the way that these receivers go into the carbon fiber piece. And this is what it would look like from the underneath of the car. You want these pieces to be flush. You want to make sure you don't install them inside out. That would not be very good. So there you go. Let's I think this is going to be easy to install now. Let's get to it. Oh wow, that just slides in super easy. There you go. That's the way it should be. Yep, the fit is pretty good. Oh, it's been a while since I've had an easy install, huh? The fit and finish on this is pretty good. Super easy to install. You see everything is up to OEM kind of fitment spec. The fins kind of give it a nice cool effect as well. I mean, you're not going to see it while you're driving, but it's actually a nice finish the way it is right now. It's pretty cool. It worked out really well. It didn't take a whole lot of time. I took my time. I didn't try to rush it, but man, I'm happy with how it turned out. What do you all think? Worth doing in carbon fiber? There you have it. The Vesca carbon fiber skid guard is installed. And to be honest, I'm super impressed with how it turned out. The fitment is on point, the finish looks amazing, and it was surprisingly easy to install. Which, let's be real, doesn't always happen. I really like how Vesca designed this for extra airflow. And it just gives the underside of the car a bit more of a refined look. Sure, carbon fiber for a skid plate might be a little overkill, but hey, it's lightweight, strong, and adds a little bit of that flex factor. Can't go wrong. Let me know in the comments below, would you run a carbon fiber skid guard on your M2? Or do you think it's unnecessary? Big thank you to Vesca for sending this out to me to try. If you want to check them out, I'll drop a link in the description below. As always, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the install, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you all in the next one.